guys so much for tuning in to my video. This is your girl Keisha Shantae. And before I get into this video, make sure y'all hit the subscribe and like. So this video is gonna be about how I make roughly 1K a week doing Doordash and Uber Eats. And I also would talk about a little about how they work and pros and cons, again, in more detail, and a few other things. So for those of you who may not know, I quit my 9 to 5 in, why I'm flying around? I quit my 9 to 5 in July of this year. It is now November. So yeah, I quit it in July. I couldn't, like, I've always known that a 9 to 5 wasn't for me, but being somewhere that you know that you're not meant to be will have a person like depressed as hell. And that's pretty much where I was in my life, and I had to do something. When I quit, like, I didn't, honestly, I kind of was scared, but at the same time I wasn't, because I'm one of those people who are not afraid to take risks. I don't mind taking risks. At least if I fail, at least I can say that I tried, you know? So, the first thing I want to say is I do Uber and Doordash. Don't put your eggs in one basket. You need to have more than one platform if you're going to be doing something like this, because sometimes, honestly, sometimes Doordash crash. Like, for those of y'all who does Doordash full time, y'all know Doordash crashes a lot, especially on Fridays. But yeah, it crashes sometimes. So, and you don't want to have to stop your money flow. So if you know it got to a point where that crashed, then you can log into Uber and, you know, make money until Doordash came back up. So that's pretty much where I am. So yeah, so multi-apping is definitely a must. And I want to show you guys, yeah, I want to show you guys like the stats. So I'm trying to log into the app right now so I can show y'all. For some reason it logged me out. I don't know why, and I cannot log back in on this phone. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I'm gonna show y'all Uber. I'll try to show y'all Doordash, but for some reason it's not letting me. I might have to switch phones and record. I don't know, that's too much. Anyway, excuse me, y'all, I'm getting sick. It's getting cold and I'm out here doing orders in the fucking cold. So yeah, with Uber, if you are in the DFW area and you have been doing Uber Eats, then you know that the pay model kind of changed. At first, you didn't really know how much you would get on the order until after you dropped it off. However, you could kind of estimate, once you picked up an order and hit start delivery or whatever, you could kind of estimate about how much it'd be. So for instance, if you had a delivery that's about 8 miles, you could guess that it could be roughly around $8 at least, before tips or whatever. Now, not so much. Now they'll send you 8 miles for a $5 order. So it's crazy. I more so only do Uber on the weekends when they have promotions. Let me try to go to, let's see, this week, where since I made $6.11 that week, it's still low. Okay. So this day I did $260, 13 hours, which you could only, it was technically about 12 hours, but you could only consecutively work 12 hours on Uber platform. However, the time that you're spending waiting in between orders, like waiting on the order or whatever, it doesn't apply. So that's why it says 13 versus a 12. And also, my last order of that day, I had went over my 12 hours, but if you're already on the order, they're not going to kick you off the order. They're going to let you finish the delivery before they kick you off the app. But as you can see, I had $57 in tips that day and $68 with a consecutive trip promotion. And the consecutive trip promotion is basically where they'll send you say for instance, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this is not the same time all the time. I'm just throwing something out there, but it's like 2 hours. So like from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., they'll send you a thing where, hey, if you every 3 trips you complete between these hours, you'll get an extra $15. But if you say for instance you completed your first 3 by 8:30, and you started on the second consecutive trip by 8:45, which is before 9, right? So if you do that first delivery within the 7 to 9 time frame, you can complete those last 2 deliveries outside of the time frame, regardless, as long as you don't cancel order or whatever. But anyway, I kind of got off track, and I'm kind of upset that this Doordash is not coming up for me on this phone. But I do want to talk about the pros and cons of doing Doordash slash Uber. So I'm gonna start with the pros, because I made the decision based on my decision to do it full time based on the pros. So you can work when you want to. Now that can be good or bad, because if you don't have discipline, and then you probably don't want to do this, because say for instance you'll get up one morning, oh, I don't feel like working today. The next day, oh, I don't feel like working today. You can't do that. Like at a regular 9 to 5, you don't want to work, but you still get up and take your ass there. Sometimes you might call in, but anyway, like you have to have discipline enough to, hey, I gotta get out and do this. I gotta get out and do this. I gotta make X amount of money today or X amount of money this week. And that worked for me, where I can, work when I want to. Like, I don't have nobody telling me, oh, you can't take off this day. Oh, I'll see if you can take this day off. I have family back in Mississippi. I want to be able to go home whenever I want to. I am working on a couple businesses, but obviously, they're not at a point where they need to be yet, where I need them to be yet. But I am diligently working, because I honestly don't plan on driving forever. So yeah, this is pretty much just a stepping stone, but it has taught me so much. I really feel like this is really getting me prepared for my businesses, like especially being that I write down everything. I map out, okay, I need to do this day. I need to make this much money this day, and I go out and grind my ass off until I get it. No boss. That kind of goes in with work when I want to, because a lot of y'all hate y'all bosses, and I've had jobs where I hated my boss too. So that was another pro. Hey you guys, so I was unable to pull up DoorDash to show y'all on the phone, but here are the stats for that week. And here's Uber earnings, where you guys can see. If you need to pause this video, cool, pause it. But yeah, here are the stats for that week. But anyway, so yeah, that was another pro. That was another pro. Being able to work when I want to, not having to, ask, can I take off this day? Dealing with a boss that I don't like. Also, being able to cash out every day if I needed to. Once you first start, I think you have to have your card on file for at least 14 days, maybe 7 days. I can't remember. But before you're able to cash out, and you have to have at least 20 or 25 deliveries, and then you can cash out every day, which I think it's like $1.99 to cash out per day, which I don't cash out every day, because hey, that $1.99 adds up. That's like $14 a week that you can save for something else. So I honestly try to only cash out once or twice or whatever a week. And really the good thing about it is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to log into my account, but okay, I can't log in on this phone. But really the good thing about it is, say for instance, if you're needing cash by a certain day or whatever, you're not having to wait until your paycheck from your regular 9 to 5. That was just a pro for me. Also, mental peace was my top. I probably should have said that first, but mental peace was the main reason why I started doing this, because I'm not it's so much less stress than I've ever dealt with in any job or anything that I've ever done. I'm not sure why at this moment. I can't really put my finger on it. Maybe because I can actually get out and work when I want to, not having to worry about being late, or if I'm tired, I can go home and I have to ask nobody. If I'm sick, I can go home and I have to ask nobody. All of that, like, my mental peace is so fucking important to me that I 9 to 5 can't give it to me. Like, another pro, like, between trips, you're able to, like, I'm able to run errands, or say I'm waiting on the order, I can email, or anything that I need to do, I can do it between trips or whatever when I have free time. And the cons, this list is a little bit longer, but to be honest, that mental peace outweighs every single thing on this list of cons that I have down. And yes, I had to write down everything. Everybody who knows me know my memory is not the best. So I'm just gonna say the first thing I have on my list: customers. Some of them feel entitled. Like, say for instance, if they ask you for something that they didn't pay for, and they expect you to get it, but then if you don't bring it to them because, hell, you got to pay for it, they'll want to give you a bad rating or something. Small things like that you have no control over. Say for instance, you go get the food, have it in a hot bag and bring it to them, and it's cold. Even if it was cold before you left the restaurant, that rating is going to reflect on you. They're going to think you did some shit. I don't know. Even if they don't think you did it, they're going to rate you bad just because it's there. I don't know. Also, a lot of times they'll put the wrong address in and want you to deliver to the address that they mistakenly put in there. And no, in those type of situations, I would call Uber or Doordash, whatever platform that you are on, and let them know, hey, this person, here's a new address. And if they're not willing to pay you extra, and if the extra doesn't make sense, then you don't have to take it. They'll have to cancel that order, and you do whatever with the food. They'll tell you to put it, whatever, I don't know, throw it away or give it away, whatever you want to do with it. But a lot of times they'll put the wrong address or change addresses. Sometimes people be like, oh, I'll pay you this amount of money to bring it here, which a lot of times they will, but sometimes they won't. Like, I had this one girl. She ordered food, but she accidentally got it sent to a hair salon she was at the week before. And being that it was like maybe 2 in the morning, I normally wouldn't, take it. But I can kind of feel if something feels off or whatever for the most part. And the address she gave me was definitely an apartment, so I didn't really feel like it was anything. I'm so sorry. I didn't feel like it was anything that she was trying to pull. So I delivered it, and she gave me an extra $30 tip. And it was like probably maybe a 10-minute difference from where the other order was. Also, another con, the weather. Like, if it's cold as hell, pouring down, raining, storming, you can't really, you can work, but some people still do. But I don't. If it's thundering and lightning, baby, I am in this house. I don't do thunder or lightning. I'm sorry. So that's kind of a con, because you'll be missing out on money because of the weather that you have no control over. So that's why the days that you can work, I would suggest it, because weather changes so much, especially here in Texas. Also, car mileage. A lot of people are always talking about car mileage and wear and tear on your car. Car mileage, yes, of course, the more you drive your car, the more mileage you're going to use. That's a given. The more you drive your car, the more maintenance, the more oil changes, the more tight, like all that shit. That's a given. I thought it was, but somehow I always seem to have to end up repeating myself on this. I knew what I was signing up for when I did this. I have not had to replace my tires yet, but within the next couple months, I probably will. I haven't did an estimate on my tires yet, but as far as oil changes, I drive like a lot, so I think I get my oil changes maybe once a month versus the every 3 months that I'm used to, with the 3,000 miles. Like, I can hit 3,000 miles in a month now. What else? The bonuses, like I know I spoke about it, the bonuses and it raining and all of that shit, like when it storms and stuff. I'm trying to stop cursing so much, but just bear with me, y'all. But yeah, when it's raining and storming, they'll offer like an extra dollar amount per order to get people out there. Like the whole map is gonna be lit up. Normally it's always lit up red when it's like storming or whatever, because most people don't want to work in the storm, and I'm one of those people. I'm not gonna do it. Also, the pay model with DoorDash has changed as well. Uber changed, DoorDash has too. So with DoorDash, you see the full amount up front with the tips included, which sometimes recently here I've gotten a couple orders where the guarantee, the amount was something, and then after I delivered it, it was a larger amount. I don't know what they got going on with that, but hey, I'm here for it. But DoorDash, a lot of people complain about, oh, DoorDash only paying me $2 for this order. The customer tipped $10 and DoorDash only paying $2 or whatever. But the thing is, their DoorDash guarantee per order is only $2. They're not guaranteed, they're not obligated to pay you any more than $2. Like, I read it somewhere in that long ass agreement that they sent when I first signed up. You can look into it if you want to, but yeah, I can't pull it up. I can't even get into my DoorDash account on this phone for some reason. The phone that I'm on, it let me. I don't know why. But how does DoorDash determine pay? I honestly don't know. I really can't answer that. I do notice when there are less dashers and there are more orders, the payouts sometimes, for the most part, end up being more. So I don't know if it depends on how many dashers are out or the demand. I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't know. What else? Ratings with DoorDash. We'll start with DoorDash ratings. DoorDash ratings go from up until a 5. 5 is the highest you can get, and they go both based off of your. I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry. They go based off your last 100 trips. Sometimes you will get customers that will give you bad ratings over things that you have no control over, and it is what it is. All I can say is just do your best on the rest of the orders. Be polite, have common sense. And the red bag, oh my god, it's been so much controversy over this freaking red bag. So here's the thing: when I pick up an order, I always place the order in the red bag that they give you to keep the food warm, right? I don't zip it up all the time depending on what they order, because for one, if you get some fries and you closing it up in a bag, the fries gonna be soggy when you take them out. Like, I don't think nobody wants soggy fries. I don't know. But the thing is, a lot of people make such a big deal out of DoorDashers not carrying the red bag to the door of the customer. I feel like your food was in this red bag the whole time from the restaurant. I don't see it getting cold within 10 seconds of me getting out my car, walking into the door. And I'm gonna let you know why I don't use my red. I use my red bag, but why I don't take it out the car, especially at night. Attention. It brings attention. Like, say for instance, at nighttime, I'm in a bad neighborhood I know nothing about. I'm taking out the red bag, going up to the customer's house. No telling who's watching me. A lot of people think that we carry cash. We don't. I might get robbed because they know that I'm fucking delivering food, which, you know, by me carrying some food to someone, say if I'm in an apartment complex, they might think I'm going into my apartment. They might not even assume that I'm out delivering food or whatever. But if I had a red bag, it's obvious as hell. But I'm getting in my car, going to, an apartment, they might think that, hell, she's going to her apartment or some shit like that. That's how I look at it. But a lot of other people don't look at it like that, nor do they really care about anybody else's safety. Like, if I'm not mistaken, there was someone who worked for Grubhub that got shot in Dallas. What's a Grubhub? It's one of these delivery services. They got shot while they was making a delivery, and they had their bag. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'll take one little bad rating and be safe as I can. I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, I think I covered pretty much everything that I wanted to cover with this video. If y'all have any more questions, oh wait, I didn't show you. Did I show you my earnings? No, I don't think so. I think I did. I can't really remember. I'm so sorry. So if I didn't show the earnings, I'm gonna show them again. But I still can't get into my Doordash account to show y'all my Doordash. So as far as me making my 1,000 a week, sometimes my 600 will come from Doordash. The other 400 will come from Uber. I work anywhere from 8 to 12, 13 hours a day when I do work. Like, my last day that I worked, I think I got out maybe at 1 p.m. And I didn't make it home until 3 a.m. Like, when I work, and I made $275 that day. I made $260 on Uber, and the other 15 on DoorDash. I think my math is right. But yeah. And I think this was this week that I did the 20 hours. That was $393. But the majority of it came from that Saturday. That wasn't that week. Okay, this Saturday I made $147 on Uber. But the majority of it on October the 28th through November the 4th, that Saturday is when the weekends always lit. Always, for the most part, anyway. Now, when it's a rent weekend, like the weekend before rent is due, it's kind of slow a little bit because everybody's out trying to make their rent money. But for the most part, the weekends are pretty much way better. Okay, yeah, I did show y'all this. I remember now. I apologize. That phone call threw me off. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, comments, any of y'all who do Uber and DoorDash full time, let me know. Put your link if you do videos. Put your link below. I'll go check it out. And I do absolutely want to thank y'all so much for tuning into my video. And please do not forget to comment, subscribe, like, share this video. I thank y'all so much for tuning in.